And now your WZDX Pinpoint Weather with Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman.
It was a cold morning across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee, and I want to highlight this cold morning because it wasn't some of the coldest air we've seen so far this season. It was some of the coldest air we've seen so far this year. Fort Payne and Meridianville each started the day at 19 degrees. Decatur started the day at 20. Huntsville started at 21. Muscle Shoals started the day at 23 degrees. That 21 at Huntsville International Airport is the second coldest day so far in 2020. The coldest day, January 22nd, started the day at 20 degrees. With the cold start, it's actually pretty impressive how much we were able to rebound this afternoon. Ignore the Coleman sensor. It's had problems all day. Obviously, they got warmer than 23 degrees. Huntsville International saw 52. Scottsboro saw 50. So did Arab and Albertville, Athens, and Decatur. Florence saw a high this afternoon of 51. Pulaski up in southern Middle Tennessee saw a high this afternoon of 50 degrees. Not a bad day, though. These temperatures are still considerably below seasonal norms. Our average high for early December right around 58 degrees. We got temperatures that are more like the end of December. December 31st, the average high is 51. The average low is 32. I also want you to pay a bit of attention to our average monthly precip. It is normally one of our wetter months in a calendar year, averaging right around 5.77 inches of rain. Temperatures are going to cool off once again through the overnight, but thanks to a slight increase in cloud cover, it looks like we'll stay a little warmer tonight compared to the last couple of nights. Still, it is going to be cold, and I think you'll want to send the kids to the bus stop with a coat under a mostly cloudy sky, right around 35 degrees. From there, it does look like we once again warm into the lower 50s, still under a mostly cloudy sky. I've got a high right around 51. I also think we'll be talking about a little bit of rain across the Tennessee Valley tomorrow afternoon. Pinpoint Viper looks nice and quiet for the time being, but that's because we're still under the control of an area of high pressure. This area of high pressure is going to continue to move east as our next system begins to push its way into the southeast. That is an area of low pressure and an associated cold front. Out ahead of this system is a fair amount of moisture, currently bringing some rain to different portions of Louisiana and Arkansas. By the lunch hour, we're talking about scattered showers across the Tennessee Valley, and that's going to be the name of the game through the remainder of the afternoon and even as we head into the early part of the evening. It's not until we get to the overnight that we finally begin to talk about a little more in the way of widespread activity. Most of the widespread activity is going to occur while you're asleep very, very early on Friday morning. Through the remainder of Friday morning into Friday afternoon, it does look like we remain rather dry, though unfortunately it also looks like we're going to hold on to the cloud cover through the vast majority of Friday afternoon. Beyond that, I don't really have any real opportunities for rain in the forecast. Good news there, especially as we get ready to approach the weekend. Many of us are going to pick up at least 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rainfall by the time we get to Friday afternoon, but this should be expected. Like I said, traditionally December is one of the wetter months in a calendar year. 51 is a very popular number Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Lower 50s once again on Sunday. A little cooler on Monday, but then a gradual warming trend as we head into the early and middle part of next week. Connor.
And even though it's still a little chilly, a nice weekend with those 0% rain chances.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly, but you're right. There's really not much to complain about, especially when there's no rain.
Yes, agreed. Thank you, Jordan.